Crocodile?
Mommy's eye view. Hey, baby. Hi.
Swing, swing, not today. Swing, swing. Hi, Mama.
Hi, everybody. Sabrina here with my 3-week postpartum, baby being 3 weeks old update. There's not a whole lot to talk about with him because things are pretty much the same. I mean, he's had a bunch of issues with gas lately, and sleeping, we've been thankfully able to have him in the cradle most nights for at least one session of sleep, I will call it, because I feed him about 3 times a night. Once just before I go to bed, once in the middle of the night, well, twice in the middle of the night, and then again in the morning when he wants to stay awake. He tends to have his fussy times in the evening, and that's why right now I have him in my Sleepywrap, and I walked around the table with him a bit, and that helps calm him down and put him to sleep. Evenings are really hard. We're starting right around 7 o'clock until about 10, sometimes getting close to 11, when we finally get him to settle. So I'm used to that because most of my kids have had a fussy time. It's usually not terribly long, but it is difficult when I have all the other kids to put to bed. Today was actually startup in our barn for the robot that we had put in, and so my husband was not in the house at all pretty much today. He came in for breakfast because they started with the getting things ready for the robot and the actual startup of getting the cows through at around lunchtime, around noonish. So he came in for breakfast, but that's all I've seen of him today. He finally got it. It's 10:30 in the evening, and so he's been in the barn from 5:30 in the morning until 10:30 in the evening. Literally, he did not even have a supper break. So I managed to get the kids to bed and everything else with him pretty much wanting to scream at me the whole time. That was interesting. And we've got a few more days of this. Hopefully the cows will train fairly easily and make all of our lives a little bit easier with the robot in place. We'll see. I will say I am a little skeptical because we have tried so many things to help make things easier on the farm, and some have worked and some have failed miserably. So you don't know until you try, right? As for me, my healing and everything else has been, seems like it's been set back a bit. I'm not sure what I did this weekend. I felt like everything was fairly healed already, and then I don't know what happened this weekend, but I feel like it's been set back again. So I tried resting a lot more today. I tried taking a nap today with him to see if that might help. We've been doing our schooling and stuff, so we've had a full week of school, and we're starting our 2nd week of school since he's been born, and it's actually going fairly well. I feel like I'm getting somewhere with the kids, although there are some things that they've just been skipping altogether, telling me that it's done and it's not, so that's been a little frustrating. I did actually take some video of my tummy and what it looks like right now. It is extremely saggy. It doesn't look very nice at all. It's hard for me. I don't know how to explain it because I'm used to it, but at the same time, I would like to be back to what I was before. I cannot wear regular clothes yet. I can wear regular shirts for the most part, but I still need to be in maternity pants, and I probably will be in maternity pants until about 3 to 6 months, depending. Postpartum. The gap in my muscles right now is about 4 fingers, maybe a little bit wider, maybe about 5 fingers wide. It's very loose, like the skin is still very loose because I have so many stretch marks that it will not come back together as easily. It'll take quite a while before it looks a little more normal. And I still have, last time I checked, I have about another 20 pounds to go before I'm back to my pre-pregnancy weight. I am only 3 weeks postpartum. It's taken longer and longer with each baby to get back to my pre-pregnancy weight, but honestly, I never like really work at it to get back. It comes off slowly with breastfeeding and day-to-day stuff. I'm thinking that this seems to be water weight because honestly, this last week, I have just been drinking water like crazy. Like I don't even know how this is possible that I drink so much water because I wasn't drinking much at all through pregnancy. And now it's just water, water, water all the time. All I want to do is drink water. And even, I don't know, I like juice too, as long as it's fruit, like 100% fruit juice. I don't like things like iced tea. I tried having some iced tea. We had a thing that we went to the other day, and I felt like the iced tea was giving me a sugar high. Like it was really weird. It was just like a buzz almost from the iced tea, and it wasn't that strong. So I'm thinking that right now, sugars and stuff, the simple sugars just aren't going so well with me. And I'm wondering if that's been bothering both me and him, which is odd because usually it's other things like red pepper, like bell peppers bother me right now, and they're causing him issues too. Again, breaded meats, that was a problem all through my pregnancy. It's still a problem, and it bothers him as well. So we have had some food from, like, we had KFC on Saturday, and I know that that was a problem and that was bothering him as well. So I need to try and stay away from the fast foods because they are a problem. And we don't usually eat much fast food, but I just can't get into cooking. Like I think we have one meal left in our deep freeze now from all the stuff that I pre-made. So I got one meal left in the deep freeze. So I'm going to have to get back into cooking again, and I don't want to cook. So we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, things are good. I already feel like I can't imagine life without him. Like it's amazing how quickly that happens. Like even within a few days, I was just like it just fit. It just fit having him in our lives. And I've already it's kind of funny. When we went to the city, I had a couple of people stop me and ask, well, these all your kids? And I'm like, yeah, this is all my kids. One lady, she's like, bless you, she says. Another lady was like, oh, and, like, you're done now, right? And I'm like, I don't know yet. I'm not sure. And she's like, you must have a lot of patience, she says. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, not as much as you might think. Some days I really need help in the patience department because, anyways, I don't really have a whole lot to say besides what I've already said. My doctor's appointment. I had the doctor's appointment this last week, and he is now up to about 10 pounds. Well, he's probably a little bit more than that now because it's been about a week since my appointment, but he's about 10 pounds now, and I have my next appointment is for the 2 months postpartum and whatever, so we'll see how that one goes. Thankfully, that's after Christmas, so I can deal with Christmas first. And yeah, we'll see how Christmas goes. I want to do his footprints yet. I did his footprints before his first bath on just like cardstock, but I like every year for Christmas, like every baby before Christmas, I make an ornament, a footprint ornament. So we make clay, and then they squish the footprint in the clay, and then I paint them, and then I put ink on their feet, and then I press it onto the footprint that we've already made. And it's really, really cute little craft that I've done with each of my babies. So we've got a whole bunch of little footprint ornaments for on the tree, and I'm wanting actually to start to make a different tree just for those ornaments yet now. So we'll see if I get around to that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I still haven't quite gotten down to doing the cloth diapers. We'll see if I do that this week. We'll see. But yeah, life is good. Things are busy. Chamomile tea is amazing. I will keep using it. And sleep. Sleep is great. Getting some sleep. So that is all from me. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I will post the video of my belly with this one at the end of this one, as well as I did a video of what I've been doing to help calm him down, and I will post that as well at the end of this video, so look for those. But thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a very blessed week. Alright, hi everybody. I've been wanting to do this for a while now, and I have not. So today I'm at 3 weeks postpartum right now, and I'm going to just show you what the tummy looks like. So because I have the diastasis, you can kind of see here it looks like there's nothing there because the muscles have stopped. Let's see if I can. The muscles stop actually right here, I think. So they're stopping over here. I'm not engaging my muscles right now, so everything is just kind of flopping in. And this is where you can see the skin and everything else. It's all still stretched out, and it just kind of falls in. There's nothing there. Now, if I engage my muscles like this, so to figure out where you are with diastasis, you would just lift your head a little bit. Now when I lift my head and I can stick my fingers in, I have all the loose skin still here, but I can feel that the muscles end here. So here to here, my muscles are right now about 4 fingers apart. I can feel they end at about 4 fingers apart. But when I disengage the muscles, they fall further back. So yeah, this is, it isn't pretty. I got all my stretch marks, so it looks really funny. I call it my bundo belly, because it really feels like bundo. But that's basically postpartum. The belly looks very different from what it did before you have the baby. There we go. I just wanted to show you guys one of the things that I've been doing that helps with my little guy here, who has been very fussy lately as he has had a lot of gas. Apparently something that I have been eating is not agreeing with his system, or my system for that matter. Both of us have not been feeling very well throughout the weekend, and I think it probably has to do with, once again, it was my husband's weekend off, so we went out to eat a few times, and for some reason, whenever I eat somewhere not at home, I don't know, it's just, it seems to affect me, and that also affects him in turn. So I have on right now, it's called a Sleepywrap. It's just a large piece of fabric that you wrap around yourself. You do a crisscross in the front, and this piece comes across the front. If you have something like this, you might have like a Mai Tai, or however that's pronounced. I don't think I'm pronouncing it right. Or a bunch of those other different baby wearing things, and I have to say it helps a lot. Like, he is completely calm now. All I did was put him in it. He was been cranking. All I did was put him in it, and he is calm, and I can be hands-free, which is fantastic. So you can hear my kids playing in the background there. So if you're having issues with your little one and they're fussy, this is a big help. I would not recommend doing any cooking or anything wearing the baby, just as an aside, but it works great. I like to do walking quite often. I'll just like walk around the table over and over again because it's really cold here right now, and having him in this thing while I'm walking helps. I can have my hands free and my arms don't get as tired, And I mean, I've been used to wearing him in my belly for how long? So having him on my chest is not that much different. Except that I get concerned about his head quite often. He likes to bop it around and look around a lot, which is good for him, but I want to hold his head. So, yeah, and they tend to fall asleep in here really quickly too. So, just so you know. Anyways, that's it for me. Hope you guys have a blessed week.
I got my crocodile.
Mommy's eye view. Hey, baby. Hi. Hi, baby. Yeah. Are you looking at the camera? Not quite, kind of, sort of.